Good morning. Good morning. Sure you're having a great time. Good morning. Good morning. Believe you can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, please drop a comment. Good morning. Good morning. You're welcome. Today is the 3rd of September. 3rd of September. And two major news, okay, is expected today. That for Swiss franc has been released. CPI, that's Consumer Price Index, has been released, and it came out negative. Yeah, it came out negative. As you can see, the actual was less than the forecast, so that will be negative for Swiss franc. And GDP also was released, which is a medium impact news, and it was positive for Swiss franc. As you can see, the actual is higher than the forecast. And for USD ISM manufacturing PMI will be released by 3 p.m. 3 p.m. And you can see the data that we have to work with. Previous was 46.8, forecast is 47.5. So they're expecting increase in value, right? So if the actual data is higher than the forecast, then we should expect USD to gain value. We should expect USD to be bullish if the actual is higher than the forecast. Please, if you can hear me, I want you to drop comments. You can hear me. And also by same 3 p.m. Medium impact news, ISM manufacturing prices. Your focus should be on the major impact news. Okay, the major impact news, that should be your focus. Okay, so by 3 p.m. So it likely I would avoid USD pairs before this news is released. I'm going to avoid USD pair before the news is released. I hope you get that. I hope you get that. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I want to see your comment if you can hear me. So that's it for fundamentals. Let's go to the chart. Okay. Okay, so I would start with GJ. I see buy opportunity on GJ. Okay. This is a buy opportunity. Let's start with the daily time frame. You can see yesterday candle closed as a spinning top. It closed as a spinning top, and today candle has been bearish since the market opened. It's been bearish. Okay, so for us to decide using the daily time frame, we would have to wait for today's candle to close. If today's candle closes strongly bearish and it closes below the low of this candle, we should expect more bearish move on GJ. That is if today's candle closes below the low of this spinning top, then you might want to consider going bearish on JPP JPY. But I would advise that before you go bearish, let's go down to 4-hour time frame. Let's see the pattern that we have on 4-hour time frame at the moment. After the close of yesterday candle, let's see the pattern that formed. So you can see yesterday a fair value gap was created. Can you see that? A fair value gap was created on a 4-hour time frame. So if you are considering selling, I would suggest you wait for this fair value gap to be filled before you go bearish on GJ. That's my take on GJ. Okay, so you could look for buy opportunity from this point to this point. That's about 80 pips, right? Close to 100 pips. Okay, so you should look for buy opportunity. So for today's market, I'm looking for buy opportunity, and you can see my markup. You can see I'm expecting price. I drew this before price came to this zone. I drew these zones before price came into this zone, so I'm expecting to buy. You can see price broke this zone. You can see the 4-hour candle closed below this zone. If a bullish reversal pattern had formed inside this zone, I would have considered buying. But the fact that the candlestick broke out from that zone indicates that price will still go bearish. Now it has entered the second zone. Can you see that? And it's forming bullish reversal pattern. Bullish reversal pattern. So I'm waiting for 4-hour candle to close. If you go to 1 hour, you would see that it has formed a bullish reversal pattern on 1 hour time frame. Let's go to 1 hour. I believe you can hear me. You can hear me. So on 1 hour, so you can see what we have on 1 hour. The previous candle looks like an armor, right? It looks like an armor. Let's see 15 minutes. So you can see 15 minutes. This is a bullish reversal pattern. Bullish reversal pattern has formed on 15 minutes. So we need to wait for a shift in market structure before we go bullish. Okay, shift in market structure on 15 minutes will occur at this high. This is where a shift in market structure will occur. Okay, this is where we'll consider buying. Okay, probably by the time this shift in market structure occur, or before shift in market structure occur, a fair value gap will be created. So before we buy, we might have to wait for price to pull back to fill the fair value gap that will be created before the shift in market structure. I hope you're getting me. We might have to wait for price to pull back, okay, to the fair value gap that will be created before the shift in market structure, before we go bullish on GBP JPY. So today I'm looking for a buy opportunity on GJ. For those of you who are on the Signal group, once it's time to execute the trade, I will send you the exact entry and exit level. For those of you who are on the Signal group, if you want to join the Signal group, you have to fund your trading account with Cabana Capitals with a minimum of $200. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I believe you can hear me. Okay, so that's my take on GJ. That's my take on GJ. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Okay, let's move to the next pair. Let's move to the next pair. Let's see gold. Okay, let's start with the daily. So yesterday candle closed as a spinning bottom, bearish spinning bottom. And after the close of yesterday candle, what pattern do we have on 4-hour? So you can see what we had on 4-hour. Okay, this is a bullish reversal pattern. Liquidity got cleared at this previous low, and you can see the next candle that formed. This is an inverted hammer. So gold is bullish at the moment. Gold is bullish at the moment. Okay, one would have bought after the formation of this hammer. This would have been a good entry. Let me go to 1 hour. Okay, you can see what we had here. This is an hammer. The next candle still closed bullish. This would have been a better entry for gold buy. One would have bought from this point or from this point. That would have been a better entry for gold. But right now the market is trading about, if I'm correct, about this should be about 70 pips or more. 7. Okay, it's about yeah, close to 70 pips. Okay, the market is currently trading 70 pips above that area. So you want to wait for price to pull back before you buy gold. Wait for price to pull back before you buy gold. That's my take. Wait for price to pull back. You should be considering buying gold around this zone. Okay, you should be considering buying gold. Okay, wait for gold to pull back to a discount area before you buy. Okay, wait for gold to pull back to a discount area before you buy. Okay, so that's my take on gold. Wait for pullback on gold before you buy. As you can see, gold is at a premium area now. It's at a premium area. So you want to see price pull back to a discount area before you buy. That's my take. Okay, that's my take on gold. That's my take on gold. I believe you all can hear me. I believe you can hear me. You can hear me. If you can hear me, drop your comments. So that's my take on gold. I hope that is clear. Look for buys on gold, but right now gold seems to be bearish. Don't buy gold from the current market price. Wait for pullback. Wait for price to pull back to a discount area before you buy. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. If you can hear me, please drop a comment. Drop a comment. If there's any pair you want us to look at together, please drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section. Okay, so that's my take on gold. Let's look at Australian dollar USD. Let's start with the daily. How did yesterday candle close? You can see my markup for Australian dollar USD. I think I drew this yesterday. And it has already played out. I drew this yesterday and I dropped it on the WhatsApp group. I drew this yesterday. I was expecting um, Australian dollar USD to buy to this zone, which it did yesterday. Bought to this zone and started selling. These were the two areas I was considering selling AUD USD. Okay, but at the time I woke up this morning, it has already moved. It has already moved. So I'm not considering selling gold from the current market price. I want to see price pull back to this area before I would sell. I want to see price pull back to these zones before I would sell. So my bias for Australian dollar USD this week is bearish. But if I see opportunity to buy, let's go to 4 hour. Let's see what's happening on 4 hour. So you can see the previous candle on 4 hour closed as an hammer. Can you see it? It closed as an hammer. Liquidity got cleared at this previous low. Can you see that? It's cleared liquidity at this previous low and closed as an hammer, which indicates change in trend. Also, you would notice here that a fair value gap was created here. Can you see this fair value gap? So this pullback could be to fill this fair value gap, and that gap has been filled, and a shooting star has formed. So probably a fair value gap was created after the formation of this hammer. Let's go to lower time frame. Let's see what we had on 1 hour after the formation. Okay, on 1 hour also you would see what we have here is a bullish reversal pattern. This is an hammer, this is an inverted hammer, this is an hammer. This is a valid reversal pattern. So let's go down to 15 minutes. So you can see on 15 minutes a fair value gap was created. Okay, we had a fair value gap here on 15 minutes. This is the fair value gap that was created on 15 minutes. Can you see this fair value gap? This is the fair value gap that was created on 15 minutes. We also have a fair value gap here. Can you see this fair value gap? There's a fair value gap that was created here. So this is where I'm going to buy um, Australian dollar USD. Okay, this is where I'm going to consider buying Australian dollar USD, and I will buy Australian dollar USD from this zone to this zone. Okay, that's my take on Australian dollar USD. I'm looking for buy opportunity on Australian dollar USD. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. Is there any pair you want us to look at together? Drop it in the comment section. I believe you can hear me. I believe you can hear me. So that's my take on Australian dollar USD. I'm expecting a bearish move on Australian dollar USD this week. Okay, this week, probably maybe after NFP. After NFP, okay, after NFP, we should see Australian dollar USD go bearish. That's my expectation. Okay, so between now and Friday, we'll just be scalping the markets, looking for buy opportunities and sell opportunities. That's my take on Australian dollar USD. Can you hear me? Okay, let's move to the next pair. Please, if you are here to like this stream, please do. If you are here to like the stream, please do. Okay, let's go to Euro Aussie. Ooh. So you can see what we have on Euro Aussie. Let's start with the daily. Yesterday candle closed as a spinning bottom. You can see spinning bottom. So if today's candle closes bullish, we would go for buy. If today's candle closes bullish, we would go for buy. My long-term bias, my weekly bias for Euro Aussie is bullish. It is bullish, but I still feel liquidity residing at this previous low will be clear before it goes bullish. I still believe, okay, there's a high probability that they will come for liquidity residing below this low. A lot of retail traders have executed buy trade and their stop losses are at this level. So there's a high probability. There's a high probability they will come for those levels. So let's go to 4 hour to see what's happening on 4 hour. Okay, so you can see 4 hour is a sell. You can see the candlestick that formed. This is a shooting star candle, right? This is a shooting star candle. And we had a fair value gap here. This was a fair value gap that was created. Can you see the fair value gap? The market has not filled this gap entirely, completely. Can you see it has not filled it? So if you are going to sell, your stop loss must be above this fair value gap. I believe you can see this fair value gap. Your stop loss must be above this fair value gap. Okay, so we have a shooting star on Euro Aussie. I would be selling Euro Aussie. Like I said, I would avoid USD pairs. Today I will avoid USD pairs until the data is released. Then I will consider trading on USD pairs. So I think I will be trading Euro Aussie and GBP JPY. Euro Aussie and GBP JPY. So let's go down to 1 hour. So you can see the pattern we have on 1 hour. This is a bearish reversal pattern, right? This is shooting star, and the next candle is an engulfing candle. It engulfed the low of these three candles. So we should be looking for sell opportunity for today's market. Look for sell. Okay, that's my take on Euro Aussie. Sell Euro Aussie today. Okay, and you could set your take profit. Your first TP should be at this level, 6306. So that should be about 80 to 90 pips. Okay, but you should wait for price to pull back. Wait for price to pull back. As you can see on this time frame, I think a fair value gap has been created. Yeah, a fair value gap has been created on 1 hour. So you want to wait for price to fill this gap before you go bearish. I believe you can hear me. Wait for price to pull back to fill this fair value gap that was created before you go bearish on Euro Aussie. I hope that is clear. Any question? Any question? Do you have any question? Which other pair do you want us to look at? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. If there's any pair you want us to look at, please let me know in the comment section. Any question? Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Any question? Okay, it appears there are no questions. There are no questions. So if there are no questions, I would have to end the session. Any question? Do you have any question? Do you have any question? All right. Question, no question, no question. All right. I appreciate you all for your participation, and I wish you all a profitable trading day. Ensure you apply good risk and money management, please, as you trade today. Ensure you apply good risk and money management. And like I said, we are expecting a major news by 3 p.m. and we should expect volatility in the markets before few minutes before 3 p.m. or after the major news is released. Please do not over leverage. Do not over leverage. Okay, so that'll be it for today's session. If there are no questions, that'll be it for today's sessions. No question, no question. All right, no question. All right, bye for now.